What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Welcome to another episode 62 of the Daily Dose Podcast.
Welcome to the Daily Dose Podcast.
Heck yeah, thank you, Papa. Episode 62, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Shout out to our sponsors, Complete Solutions, LLC, as well as High Desert Style, LLC. Complete Solutions got you on all your residential and commercial remodeling services here in Albuquerque and the surrounding areas. If you need any hats, shirts, stuff like that, tap in with High Desert Styles, LLC. It's going to be a great episode today, guys. Lots of good fights to talk about from the past weekend. Tons of different promotions, had some cars. We finally have a big UFC 328 coming up this weekend. And as always, lots of current topics. Let's get right into it, guys. UFC Fight Night Australia. This was a pretty good card. You know, in general, we get these cards that are in other places. They usually deliver, fortunately, you know. So let's check it out what we got here. In the main event, of course, Carlos Pratas got the big win over Jack Della Maddalena. Overall, you had a lot more finishes than last week. Junior Tafa had a good win. Now, damn. Ty Ferguson, Ty Tuvasier takes another loss. Man, I don't see how the UFC keeps him, unfortunately. I hope they do, but I can't see that. Steve Erceg had a big win over Tim Elliott. It was one of those things where it's just a crispy, clean fighter versus, this awkward, unorthodox, older fighter as well. First round I would have gave to Tim Elliott, and second two was all Steve Erceg. Great performance for him in front of his people. Then you had Killian Sakilid, something like that. I'm going to butcher it. But, man, this one was interesting. Beneil Dariush, I don't know if he had that Aljamain Sterling effect. There was a couple times where he caught a couple big shots and then just immediately hugged this guy and let him recover. I don't get it, man. All these guys with this jiu-jitsu heavy background, they just have no killer instinct. They hurt their opponents and they go for the hug. They go to the back position and give them time to recover. They got to knock that off. And in the main event, holy smokes, Carlos, the gangster nightmare Pratas. This dude is a monster. I mean, he just put it on Jack Della Maddalena. Landed every strike you could imagine. Looked like he was going to stop him with leg kicks, elbows, like whatever he wanted. He was doing everything. So huge performance for Carlos Pratas. Where does that put him next? Does he immediately get a title shot? I would love to see him and Michael Morales. I just think stylistically that would be an insane fight. He could just get the winner of Islam and Ian Gary, depending when they officially announce that. But, yeah, overall, UFC Australia definitely delivered. I think it started about 3 in the morning, and, so that made it a little tough. But I think I caught it after our first couple cards. Then this next weekend, we got UFC 328 at the Prudential Center in New Jersey. Man, this is going to be a really good one. We got Roman Kopelev on there. We got Pat Sabatini on there. We got Jim Mayhem Miller, Grant Dawson, Bobby Green, Jeremy Stevens, Sean Brady, Joaquin Buckley, Alexander Volkov, Waldo Cortez Acosta, Joshua Van, Tatsur Tayora, and Hamzat Chimaev versus Sean Strickland. Man, this is a stacked card. I imagine it's definitely going to deliver. I'm taking Jim Miller over Jared Gordon. He's just that tough grizzly vet. He keeps delivering. I'm taking Grant Dawson. He's on a bit of a spree. He's looking good out there. Let's take it to the main card. I mean, I guess it's entertaining. We got Bobby Green and Jeremy Stevenson. Who cares? Jeremy Stevens, regular. Excuse me. Who cares, right? If either guy wins, doesn't change their career, doesn't do anything, I guess I'm going to go with Bobby Green. Just stylistically, I feel like he's a little cleaner, a little crispier. But again, it doesn't really do much. Then we got Sean Brady. I'm taking him unanimous decision over Joaquin Buckley. I think he just controls him, keeps him on the ground. Maybe gets a finish, but I'm going unanimous decision. Alexander Volkov versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. Man, this is going to be a banger. I think Waldo Cortez Acosta pulls it off. Alexander Volkov is a great matchup. It's going to be a tough fight, but I think it goes in Waldo's favor. Now we got the co-main event pushed a month back. I mean, this one was weird for me because, again, I just didn't see any reason why you would say, hey, this fight needs to be 4 weeks from now. Looked like Joshua Van was continuing to train through that whole time. Really just a weird situation in general. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. I'm actually going to take Joshua Van in that as well. I think he could still get a second to third round finish, but we'll see how it goes. And in the main event, man, these guys have trained. There's a lot of rumors about it. I just can't see it going any other way but in Khamzat's favor. It's always weird when these guys have trained before. I've said it, like they know exactly what's going to happen. They know exactly what went down in that room. And regardless of that, I just think when we look off most recent performance, Khamzat, I just don't know if anybody at 185 pounds can stop that wrestling game. I think if for some reason Sean Strickland does, then yeah, we definitely have a great fight. He could look really good on the feet. I just don't know if he can. So I'm taking Khamzat Chimaev by unanimous decision. He's just going to, suffocate and hug him to death there. That should be a really good card, though. Again, it's hard to keep them all good, guys, but excuse me, I'm still feeling a bit under the weather, but the UFC definitely puts on pretty good cards as much as they can. Now let's switch it up. We had Gamebred Fighting Championships. Holy smokes, guys. There was a couple fights on here that were just absolute bangers. Check this out. Man, this was Brandon Gertz. Him and this guy just went back and forth. And you know what? I thought Gertz was actually going to lose, but both guys just put on a hell of a fight. They were just back and forth. That bare knuckle MMA is crazy. Then you had Luis Palomino. He actually was struggling initially with the takedowns and stuff. Then he ended up getting this ground and pound win. Again, it makes it so much more brutal with no gloves in there. And in the main event, Yoel Romero, goodness gracious, he just gets the TKO. He actually looked like he broke Nicholson's jaw here. He got him to the ground, landed some shots. Nicholson said something to the ref. And yeah, there's rumors that Yoel Romero broke his jaw. Holy smokes, this dude at 49 years old still looks like an absolute specimen. You had Shaq in the crowd. You had tons of people, man. These Gamebred Fighting Championship is really starting to get some momentum. Definitely entertaining. A lot of the fighters are saying that Jorge takes care of them pretty well, so shout outs to him. Hopefully he's got continued success. Now, recently, last week, Rodtang, man, you can't win them all. He got TKO'd in this fight. Check this out. Ooh, right when he got caught with that straight right, he was already out of there. Buddy was following up. I guess this guy retired, put on a great performance. Man, some of these ONE FC fights are bangers. They have a pretty good roster, but, rumors are that they're not doing good. That fight card was on like a Tuesday night, so I heard that overall, yeah, the company's just not doing well. You guys can say what you want about the UFC, but they're the only promotion that continues to deliver and bring us cards. Something pretty interesting. Errol Spence and Tszyu recently had a press conference. Check this out. They were walking by each other in the hallway. I don't know if there's beef there. Errol Spence is like, nah, dog. We ain't shaking no hands. Which is crazy. I mean, it's whatever. But then if he goes out there and gets his ass whooped, it's just weird. Usually that happens when there's beef. Like, if it's all respect, they usually shake hands, and that's that. But who knows if there's something there or not. Definitely looking forward to that fight. I believe that one is announced for June. Now, over the weekend, David Benavidez had an insane victory. Look at this over Tszyu Ramirez. This was just absolutely insane. Man, Benavidez has some power. That is a big boy. Someone that, big should not be landing combos like that. This is pretty interesting. I'm just saying, if you look here, it looks like he landed an elbow. Was it intentional? What is it? Was it unintentional? I'll leave that up to you guys. But either way, I mean, he was just putting on an insane combo. And then people go, he called out Canelo. My thing on that is at one time when he was still coming up in weights, they could have met somewhere. Now, absolutely not. Like, Canelo's on his way out. He's older in his career. David Benavidez is an absolute monster. To be punching like that at 200 pounds, it's reported he broke Tszyu Ramirez's eye socket. I mean, just absolutely insane. Yeah, Canelo don't want none of that. That combo was just insane, the power. So, yeah, that was a great performance by David Benavidez, and there's absolutely no reason for Canelo to fight him. Now, Crawford was in Tokyo recently. He was out there at the Inoue fight. That looked like a pretty good fight. From what I could tell, it was going pretty close with Nakatana, and then Inoue caught him with an accidental headbutt and kind of changed the momentum for the last 2 rounds. Check this out. Terrence Crawford was asleep in the crowd. That 12-hour time difference was getting him. Buddy has his hands in his shirt like he's a 10-year-old. Must have been cold out there. But yeah, shout out to Inoue. He got another win over Nakatana. Does his thing. But like I said, I think it was a lot more competitive up until that headbutt. And that kind of changed the momentum. But that's just the way it goes. Some fight announcements. Shakur Stevenson versus Devin. The pillow hands Haney is in the works. Definitely Shakur puts belt to ass. That would be a definite easy fight for Shakur, being that there's no danger. We all know Devin doesn't do anything, doesn't have anything to offer, so definitely would be no worries there. AJ Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury has been signed. Now that should be a great fight. What I'm liking about this is we're finally realizing as fans get more knowledgeable and pay attention that it's so hard to remain undefeated. So I'm glad that some of these guys are no longer undefeated, but they're still getting these big fights and fans are still showing respect. That's absolutely how it should be. I think even at this point in both guys' careers, I would favor Tyson Fury in that one, but definitely excited that got announced, and we'll see how it goes. It's crazy to see that the Sheik is really putting on a lot of these big fights. Check out this knockout. I believe this was in 1FC, I want to say. This was just an insane knockout I wanted to show you guys. It was from this past weekend. Let's take a look at this. Oh my God. So the guy slipped the kick, came with an overhand, and just absolutely slept Buddy. That was an insane knockout. Shout outs to that guy. That was just perfect timing, perfect awareness. Nothing you could do there. Another event that happened over the weekend, you had Karate Combat. Actually had some great fights. Overall, I would say these cards have been pretty entertaining. Couple things. Let's see here. In the main event, Andre Ewell, former UFC fighter, I guess he ended up jumping up a weight class and taking the fight on short notice due to the Pitbull brothers drama. Look at this shit. Oh my God. That was such a brutal head kick knockout. Started landing onto the body, which made him drop his hands, went up top. That was absolutely insane. Check out this other knockout. Oh my God. Spinning back elbow. Reggie Northup got knocked out, unfortunately. What the hell is this? Winged C in the middle of Curtis Milder's fight. He just comes in the pit pretending he's a blind man. And this is some of the stuff I don't like. But President Awesome plays into it. He's totally okay with it. I even saw him posting a message again. I mean, he's not wrong to feel that way, but he posted a message talking about, can someone explain to me how the Pitbull brothers lost a 4-1 2 days in a row? And these were the scuffles that ultimately led them to pulling out of the fight. But it's like, as the promoter, man, that is not how you go about it. If a brawl happens backstage, you never seen him say, yep, Leon caught that 3-piece in a soda. Like, that's what I don't like, is he's letting stuff like with Wing C and these antics. Apparently Wing C and Curtis Mildewer got into it in the lobby after it because he was probably pissed about that. Again, they had a really good card. There was some really good finishes, but disrespecting your fighters and playing into the, nonsense, letting Wing C go in there pretending he's a blind guy, little much. I love the fights. I love hyping stuff up a little bit, but I think you need to chill out a little bit on there. Man, these RFA cards are insane. We got Arman Tsarukyan. He has one guy, I forgot, he has one fight booked already. And then a few weeks after that, he's going to be wrestling Tony Elkakui Ferguson. I mean, if Tony's getting the money, he's not going to get much damage. He's probably going to get absolutely mauled. But other than that, he should be all good. Aaron Pico versus Lance Palmer. Man, like I said, I think the RFA fights are really cool for people that really love and respect the sport. It's cool to see these matchups that you might not see if they're different weight classes or whatever it may be. Because there's no danger, these guys can step up and do it. So, super cool to see. Now, recently, Chael Sonnen and George Masvidal have this beef. Now, I rock with both guys. Huge fan of Street Jesus. Huge fan of Uncle Chael. Man, even at this stage in both guys' career, at both their ages, can George actually beat him? George basically said, come fight me in bare knuckle MMA or shut the fuck up, quit talking about me. And man, like I said, if George, I think he's going to go with like a Ben Askren type approach. He's understanding that it's just going to be a takedown. He's maybe not necessarily worried about the strikes. But even at Chael's age, he could definitely control him, just take him down, control him. I don't know if he could finish him or anything, but I'm a fan of both guys. I'm one of those guys, hey, if you guys really have the beef, let's go ahead and settle in the cage and kind of let it be from there. You know, the only problem that we've seen with George is that, you know, if you don't let him get some shots off in the cage, like when Colby hugged him to death, he had to go knock him out at the Poppy Steak. So hopefully they could finish it up in the cage. Look at this clip, guys. I don't know if it was recent or how old it was, but this is Conor McGregor sparring an alleged 15-year-old. You know, hopefully the guy is a little older. But let's just check the pace here of Conor. I'm like, buddy, relax. Hold on, guys. Let me pull it out of here. Oh, all right. Let's see. Oh, man. He is just swinging body shots, head shots. He's got him stuck up against the wall. And, I mean, he is just absolutely putting it on him. That is nuts. Man, shout outs to Conor. He's in there doing his thing. Beating up some kid. Nah, I mean, it's always weird, right? There's a certain time where, like, if you're really, really that much better than a guy, you don't have to beat the shit out of him. I believe guys have to spar hard to really see their level and see where they're at, but sometimes guys take it definitely a little too far. And that if that guy was actually 15, easy there, Conor. Mate, it's like I predict these things. Benoit Saint Denis versus Paddy Pimblett, official for the UFC International Fight Week. Definitely going to be a great one, guys. Looking forward to that. But like I said, I told you guys. One thing, if you're looking to get your brand represented at the White House card, the Daily Dose podcast will be there. I got tickets to the viewing across the street, of course, to the fan event. I'll be doing interviews, going to the weigh-ins at the Washington Monument, live streaming everything. Tap in, guys, with the Daily Dose podcast if you're looking to get represented. Now, I'm going to show you guys a couple clips. Dean the Great and Adrian Broner recently link up. They're doing all these streaming stuff together. I mean, for the most part, it looks like they're having a pretty damn good time. Pretty funny to see. It's cool. They're showing him love, you know. Hopefully, he starts getting some of the money from the streams. I heard he's not really getting any of the money from it, but looks like they're having a good time. One thing that was tough to see, I saw this clip where he was basically telling Dean the Great, if I look at these guys wearing matching fits, but he is basically telling Dean the Great that if he shaves his beard, you know, he'll shave his beard if Dean was to give him $1,000. Never really saw how that clip ended, but you know, Adrian Broner nevertheless has it. Oh, here it is right here. He's tripping on the guy charging $2K, and then he tells him, you know, can you pay me $1,000 and I'll get my beard shaved. And there was this other one where he was telling the cameraman, can you give me a Uber ride and I'll get you back, you know? So it's definitely terrible to see, right? He's not wearing any watches or big old chains. Like, he had millions and millions and millions of dollars, and now it seems like he's broke, you know? So definitely sad to see. Maybe the streaming thing can bring it back. Give your boy AB a deal. You know, he deserves, well, I don't know if he does or doesn't, but I would love to see him have another shot at getting back on his feet. Now check this out. Latto's cooking up a seafood boil for 21 Savage. I don't know if she used poop water. I don't know what the hell is going on there, but that does not look good to me, buddy. I'm going to pass on that. I mean, you tried, homegirl, but being that rich, why don't you just call a chef? Now, let's check this video of Le'Veon Bell. He was recently on a podcast. He made some controversial statements about the Jets head coach, to say the least. And let's just see what he's got to say about it here. Give me one sec. I'm trying to find it. But he was basically saying that he witnessed multiple times where he came in and the here it is. Let's check.
Did a lot of shit in that office that coaches ain't supposed to be doing, but that's why he ain't no coach. But he,
I don't know what he was doing in the office.
bro, y'all know that, bro. Y'all know that white girl. Yeah, get the bro.
He's saying the head coach, Adam Gase, was up in there on the white girl all the time. He would see him in the office. That's nuts. I mean, if multiple people come out and back this, that would be one thing, but that's just Le'Veon Bell coming out there and being Le'Veon Bell. But, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, guys. There's a lot of people that do that. Diego Paiva is recently facing some backlash. This was right before he got drafted. He was seen in the strip club. Guys, he's a young man. He's celebrating. He's about to be in the NFL. Let the buddy go to the strip club. He wanted to see some tits and ass. I don't know why you guys get so mad about it. It's not that big of a deal. He's a young man. We all like to see some tits and some ass. You know, it happens, guys. Relax. But definitely funny to see people going off on him. Now, this guy, Yee, he's truly, truly uncancerable. They didn't want to let him over there in the UK for that festival. So, you know, he had just the ultimate bounce back. Check this out. In Albania, they're going to be building like a temporary stadium just for him. Like, damn, look at this. That is nuts. Like, he's like, oh, y'all like to cancel festivals? Y'all don't want me to perform. It says Yeezy is set to perform Albania this summer with a temporary 60,000 person stadium being built. That is just nuts. Don't play with that, boy. Shout outs to Yeezy, man. Keep rocking through all the BS. You know, you'll be good there. Let's check this video, guys. Bobby Shmurda causing some drama. What do you guys think about this? So this dude and his girl are dancing, vibing. Oh, there's Bobby Shmurda. Let me go say what's up, babe. She going to say what's up real quick. Bobby's like, what up, girl? How you doing? You looking good, baby. She's dancing. She's about to start popping it for him. And her man flips. He's like, get the hell out of here. What is wrong with y'all? He grabs her. I mean, kind of looks like a skit a little bit, but at the same time, there's a lot of these corny ass dudes that be tripping. Nah, I don't know. See right there, he looks mad. Bobby's like, hey man, what'd I do? Guys, you got to know, again, especially if you ain't nothing, you guys got to understand the average woman, unless she's really, really down with you, she will absolutely go with an entertainer, athlete, rapper in a heartbeat over you, guys. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Let's check out this video of this cop trying to get over this fence, guys. Now, for me, again, if you're going to be a police officer, I do feel that you should be held to a certain standard. Let's check this out. The suspect is being held up, so he's not moving. He's sitting there waiting. Oh, Lord. This cop can barely get over the fence. He does a damn front flip, ends up on his back. Hell nah, dog. If you were by yourself, that buddy would have got away, dude. You know what I mean? If you're going to be a cop and you're going to protect and serve, you should definitely be held to a higher standard. Yearly physical requirements. Buddy would have been gone had he been by himself. Now, you guys know, you want to get a good laugh. Something that absolutely cracks me up is prison pen pals. There's like these Facebook pages where these dudes are like, yo, I got 15 years left. I'm smart. I'm a good guy. I'm dedicated. I'm blah. Buddy, why you serving 20, 30 years in prison then? That's always the detail they forget. It'll be like 10 years left, been down since 2015. Like, whoa, buddy. You don't just get 20 years for stealing some Girl Scout cookies there, buddy. So it's just so funny. Like, it is what it is. You know, these, I don't knock them, but these dudes are serving 20, 30 years for some crazy shit, and they try and say they're a great man. It's like, also, homegirl can only see you in the visiting room, buddy. You can't take her out on a date. So don't act like you're this great gift. That shit just, sometimes I just read those and laugh, get a good laugh out of it. Something absolutely crazy, and not that she'll ever find it, but some of these women that end up making money, this is the problem right here. Klay Thompson claims that Megan Thee Stallion wanted $700,000 a month for upkeep. You better get the hell out of here. That shit is just crazy. Like, excuse you, ma'am. Even if I am a celebrity, even if I got it, that's like upkeep. What the hell you doing with $700,000? You better be hooking me up for $700,000. That's crazy, and that's an absolute no-go for me. Real quick, guys, if you've made it this long to the episode, I really appreciate everybody that supports the Daily Dose podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Show a friend. Tell somebody to post it on their page. Follow and support the content. Helps us get out there and reach as many people as we can. And again, I truly, truly appreciate it, guys. Let's get back into the episode. Crime of the week, guys. This dude especially, how dare he. Check this out, guys. There's just certain stuff you're not going to get away with, right? And you got to just know when you're really just rolling the dice there. This former Chick-fil-A employee, a worker, Kayshawn Jones, arrested after ringing up 800 orders of mac and cheese trays and then issuing refunds to his personal credit cards, totaling over $800,000. Like, Doug, you didn't think they was going to notice this one customer keeps getting all the damn refunds for the mac and cheese? Come on, buddy. You probably had a pretty good job, and now I'm definitely sure you're going to have trouble getting a good job. Might even do some time. Jones is facing charges of property theft, money laundering, and evading arrest. Dipshit of the week, buddy. If you guys are going to do crime, again, I don't condone it, but for sure, that's just crazy. As always today, guys, it's been a great episode. We went over a lot of current topics, went over tons of different fights from this past weekend. As always, let's get out of here on the message of the week. The place you're going to spend most of this time in your life is in your own head, guys. Make sure it's a good place. Think positive thoughts. Only take care of things that you can control. Don't trip on things that are out of your control. Don't stress on the past. Don't worry about the future. Live in the now. Make this a good space, guys, and life will be a lot easier. That's a wrap on today's episode, guys. Episode 62 of the Daily Dose podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Shout outs to all the sponsors. We'll see you guys next week.